Hey traders from around the world, welcome to your Friday real life stock review. It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsom with reallifetrading.com. I hope you're doing marvelously wonderful. We have ourselves an interesting day today. Realistically, not much happened. Pretty low volume on the SPY for the most part, and no real fantastic gaps. You had like a little bit of a black candle, gapping down. Trend was still bullish, of course, and I mean, realistically, this was a retest gap right here. So we are kind of retesting and looking for that S-curve to just slowly continue to peel higher, most likely on the SPY. But as far as the monthly chart is concerned, here's what the month of August looks like. Nice, bullish candle. Good close, above resistance, good trend, everything looking pretty toasty. And yeah, I like the all-time highs. Realistically, just kind of expecting some slowdown, like a little bit of a retest, a little bit of continuation higher. And I'm not worried yet about this bull market, but there will be a time in the not too distant future where I think we need a little bit more of a slowdown. Anyway, here's the Qs, and the Qs pretty flat on the day as well. So the QQQs, we open those up only 0.13%, perfect inside day candle. So yesterday was kind of slow, right? Perfect little doji. Today's an inside candle on the Qs. And again, the trend overall at this point, still bullish, still rocking and rolling. A lot of tech stocks are just absolutely on fire right now. And that is always fun for bull traders. Here's the IWM, which is the Russell 2000 index. And the IWM up 0.47%. Good looking trend. Again, got that little retest, a little blue S-curve that I was looking to happen that did pull back on the 20th of August just a little bit. But yeah, next target on the IWM, just, you know, relatively not too far away. Let that trend continue to be your friend. Here's some stocks that were requested. Celgene. A lot of traders playing Celgene quite well. And a little bummed out on this one because this was the weekly options newsletter trade from Tuesday, especially for those who subscribe to the weekly options newsletter or you're in the trading room, you got access to this trade. And if you took the stock trade, it worked perfectly. It worked really well. The low of this candle was 91.44. So the stock trade entry was 91.66 by 88.93. The low of this candle, we got 2 pennies, actual 2 legit pennies away from the entry as far as the option trade is concerned. So we missed out on 3 R's by 2 cents, which is always a pretty lame event. But anyway, that's Celgene. And right now, here's the weekly long-term moving averages. The target was that 50 EMA. And the 50 EMA, right, I feel like we could pause there just a little bit. Obviously, this was a really fantastic trade on Celgene. Just a beautiful bounce off the 100 on a monthly chart. So there's the 100 on a monthly chart. Had that inside monthly candle down there, right off the 100. So a really good bounce. And it all started from the bottom. Now we're here. Started with this really good bullish gap and go on the 29th of June. Anyway, that's pretty much Celgene. That was a fun trade. But for those who are in it, I would just say to stay in it, let it rest a little bit more, let it kind of calm down and do its thing for a while. But at this particular point in time, I think that we'll just, yeah, let's see if it continues higher. There's the closing of the bell. Salesforce, ticker symbol CRM, beautiful trends. I like it. It looks nice and almost an inside candle today on Salesforce. But again, it's a good trend, good volume, bouncing off the 10. I really like this company long term. My good buddy Sylvan's in this trade. There's a few traders actually in Salesforce longer term. The trend starting to get a little bit extended, but I mean it has room to go. This is a higher high and a higher low on the weekly chart. And since this is the end of the month, we want to make sure we go look at those monthly candles to see what they look like. And right now, I mean, Salesforce closed above the high of that shooting star candle on a monthly chart. As of right now, all things look pretty good. Speaking of the end of the month, feel free to post your results and everything in the comments section below. Here's just a quick smattering of testimonials from some real life traders, and it's really fantastic to see what's happening and what traders are doing and their progress. You got your boy Thomas Wong with 4.23 composite R's and clearing my mortgage payment, pay the mortgage target. I love it. So that's fantastic. I made $21 today on Big Lots. Who's jealous? Robert Falco got 2.57 hours for the month. August, in the month of August, got 7.5. That was wonderful. And then here's my boy Ricky. Set up 2.3 hours in the day, 15.5 realized gains for August, carrying forward 10 unrealized gains for September. Whew! Amazing. Got Fernando here, thanks to TLRY, finishing up August 2.5. That's beautiful. My boy Danny over there in Europe knocking out 19.3 Rs like a legend. Dave just joined Real Life Trading pretty recently, up 2.5 Rs for the week. About to fund his account, get ready to go. That's wonderful. My friend Tiazzo up 2.1 Rs for the day. Just, I mean, continuing with this. Kevin Stone posted somewhere earlier. Actually, there's more than these. Let me keep scrolling up. Yeah, sorry, I almost missed some. David said he had a 10-hour goal for the month, but hit 17.3. You got Jim Filman over here with 36.25 Rs for August, which beat his June by 1 R. I mean, that is a smoking event. My boy Kevin finished the month down a little bit over an R, but again, that's a big win because he's losing less than, or he's losing at least very small. So Kevin, hey man, awesome job. Some months are a little bit smaller than others. You've had some profitable months. You were also very busy this month doing a lot of new things that you haven't done before. So congrats and keep crushing it, my man. Keep crushing it. Let me go kind of scroll back down here. Where we got? December says I'm finishing August with 3.3 Rs. Camilo, 16 Rs. Al, so down 2 Rs on the month, but better than negative 10 Rs last month. So again, growth in progress. Lose small. Some traders are going to win. Some traders are going to lose, but we share the winners. We share the losers here at Real Life Trading. The goal is to lose small, to grow, to learn, to progress, and make things happen. Here's Bob with 7.07 Rs in August. My boy Justin J says 17 Ahs for me, but having a pending, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Anyway, 17 Rs for Justin, and for me personally, just did the tally. I did take one trade today on Big Lots, made 21 bucks, but overall 12.79 Rs for August, ladies and gentlemen. That's carrying some trades into September, so we'll see how September does. But that is really exciting. Love the community, love the commitment, love the dedication, hard work, just the sweat equity that so many traders are putting into their overall success. It makes me so excited to see everyone just stepping up to the challenge. Here's Under Armour, UAA. And this was a ballistically beautiful gap down the other day that actually ended up fading. Really weird. But this was a wonderful bearish gap and go on, what day was that? Wednesday? Check this out. So we go into a 5-minute chart on Wednesday. So the first part of the morning was a really good move, and then it just kind of bounced, and it bounced real hard. So on some smaller time frames, you got some really good setups, but here's Under Armour. Nice move, nice little S-curve. So right there, I mean, you had some opportunities to snag a little bit of gain, but it really just posted a savage double bottom and just went bananas. So, you know, Under Armour, it's doing its thing. Right now, though, we got a little bit of a weaker evening star reversal pattern on Under Armour. The good news is, for anyone looking at playing Under Armour bullish, you got a phenomenal hammer. So if it breaks the high, takes out 21.13, you could let that bad boy ride. Here's SESN, and SESN up 9.27%. A little bit of a cheaper stock, but good volume, and I like the daily. Here's the weekly time frame. Looks good. Daily chart looks good. You have 3 white candles in a row, all with good volume. Kind of looks like a double bottom of some kind. So I'd probably look for a little bit of a pullback either on the hourly or the daily chart on SESN and look to snag that one a little bit. EA Sports. It's in the game. Played this one yesterday. A lot of traders snagged some good gainages on Electronic Arts, all because you had a delicious bearish gap and go on a day trade level. And again, if you zoom in onto this one, here's the 5-minute chart, and you'll be, I mean, it's very, very easy to see the trade set up on EA yesterday. And this is really exactly what was a big winner for a lot of us just yesterday. Some traders played that with that high wave candle the first 5 minutes, and then you had this little rotation right here, and that's where Brad hopped in actually a second time and rode that down. What happens? I think they got trailed. Yeah, I think we got trailed out around here somewhere. Anyway, it was a really good trade on Electronic Arts. Nice little gap. And as far as a day trade goes, that was fun. But a swing trade, here's the weekly moving averages, your long-term moving averages on a weekly chart. The 100 on EA is a little far away. It's at 109. I think there's a good chance it could get down there. It's done it before, right over here, and then it bounced. So if you're looking at going long on EA, you could go long down there. And if you're looking at shorting it, I mean, it's only had 2 bearish candles in a row. It wouldn't be magically hard for it to go a little bit lower. 5 points. It's no small chump change. And yeah, EA short to the 100 on the weekly. Then when it gets down there, look to either buy the dip or maybe sell some puts or don't do anything. Here's CGC. And so many people asking about weed stocks recently because it's the new Bitcoin, it's the new bubble, it's the new talk of the town, it's the new hyperbolic extension of price action. Strong move, strong trend. I mean, it all started right here with this deliciously phenomenal bullish gap and go, right? All of these people who shorted are trapped. You got to close above the high on that day, and that was it. Boom, retest, boom. So right now we're consolidating. We're going to rest a little bit, let these moving averages catch up. As crazy as it sounds, I mean, if you're playing Canopy Growth or any of the weed stocks bullish, it makes sense. Just don't buy the breakout right now, because if you're buying the breakout, you've missed the trade. Look to buy a pullback to some degree on these, meaning instead of taking it, you know, here, wait for a pullback into a moving average and buy it down there. Buy low, sell high. The trend is already confirmed bullish. So the question is it not bullish? The question is simply, where should your stop go and how long exactly do you feel like you want to hold on to these trades and these particular stocks? It's all about time frame and risk. And this was one that a lot of traders just had big celebratory movements on. Tilray, I mean, unbelievable. This thing just going absolutely bonker sandwich. And the most painful part about it, no joke, we all set up Tilray to get in bullish. You know, it was an official trade. We got stopped out on that candle, at least I did, by 6 legit pennies. Unreal. And I just never got back in, even though this is a one white soldier, beautiful high wave candle, inside candle. I never just took any of these trades because I'm a giant moron. Anyway, got stopped out on Tilray, but I mean, I say that to say I did make a little bit of money through here. We got in bullish here and I got out here. So I made a little bit of gain, got back in, only to get stopped out by 6 cents on Tilray. Strong trend, but congrats for those who were in. There are a few real life traders who are in. My buddy Sammy, who's just here from Chicago and Nashville, is crushing this one. A lot of traders are making some money on Tilray, but again, at this particular point in time, if you're not already in, you are chasing this thing. Great place to start locking in profits. We will have pullbacks, and again, if you're playing, do not take breakouts, do not have FOMO. I can assure you there will be other giant moves just like this one, days, weeks, months, or years from now, either in this exact same sector or, of course, most likely some other sector where you'll get the opportunity. But what's key is recognizing the patterns and seeing what caused all of this to happen. And the big pattern for us that caused us to do that, that actual trade, let me just pull over this trade really quick. So this is the one, swing trade, scroll up to Tilray, TLRY, this was it. And this was the setup that we had way back when. And again, candle patterns are everything, right? Check that out. This is back at 23.59, August 2nd. You got this gap up right here. Even though it was a bearish candle, it had a shaved top candle. You can see that it did gap, trade down, lower shadow. The next day it gapped again. So we wanted to buy it at 23.59. And the low of the very next day was 23.45. So again, that was a phenomenal entry for a lot of real life traders. So even though some did get stopped out, like myself, because I'm a giant, you know, rooster head, so many traders got in. You know, my buddy Jeff is in this one. Like I said, Sam is in this one. A few other traders are in this one, just really wrecking it. But this specific price is not the time to get in, unfortunately, on TLRY. But look to buy the dips, a good trend, and As far as how quickly you're going to be in and out of this one, I mean, I really have no idea, folks. When somebody does this, obviously it's just a matter of time before you get a pullback similar to what all the Chinese stocks did, like IQ. Speaking of IQ, 5 cents away from getting stopped out on this bullish trade today. Well, swing trade recently after this bullish gap and go. So not all things are winners, but again, a move like this, I mean, this is what Tilray is doing, and it might be, you know, around here or around here. So you have a little bit more of a move left, maybe in a day trade or something, but you will get a correction, you will get some pullbacks, and you'll probably have a hard time shorting it anyway. But anyway, just my thoughts. I'm probably gonna get stopped out on IQ. Went bullish after that bullish gap and go. Didn't work. That'll probably be one of my losses in early September. Obviously, time will tell. Didn't get stopped out today. Hopefully it doesn't gap down too big on Tuesday, and hopefully it gaps up. We'll see though. Either way, risk mitigation is key in trading, my friends. I'll see you all later, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye. Did you know most adults love hitting the subscribe button? That's right. That button right there. That's the subscribe button. And of course, if you like this video, you're gonna love that video. You're awesome.